sense a little inkling of some kind of drama or toxic people in the vicinity, they kind of try to walk away. But I've always tried to walk away in the past, but always kind of been dragged back, and I'm thinking, no, I don't want to get involved, but seem to get dragged back into it. And when I say I don't want to get involved, why don't you want to get involved? What's your problem? You know, anything to start an argument. And I'm not even like that. I don't know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start off with drawing some cards here. So that's why we're here. Okay, I'm going to start off with drawing some cards. So if you'd like me to pull a card out, just ask me just a very short question. Okay, and ask me the questions like from now. Okay. Okay, so will Sag meet a game changer? Will Sag meet a game changer? Or just pulling the cards out. Okay. Oh, Susan, yeah, Susan, how are you, Susan? Nice to see you again. So will I pull a card out for you? I think what I'm going to do is pull a Heart Oracle card out for you, which is not the tarot, it's an Oracle deck, and you know, very much to do with the heart and soul, this deck. So I'm going to pull out a card for you, Susan. Can we have a card for Susan Vulcan? Can we have a card here for Susan Vulcan? Can we have a card here for Susan? Okay, there is some new vitality coming in soon. Now, I think that's going to come from, I think you're a Sagittarius, aren't you, Susan, if I remember? I just feel for Sagittarians in general, we are going to get this new shift, this new vitality. I do feel that. But I kind of feel it on and off, but I don't feel it. I don't feel it's going to come until I'm getting when the sun starts to shine. If that makes sense, maybe springtime. And I think I've said that previously. So a new vitality. I'll pull out another card for you, not just one. And listen here. What does that say? Listen to the vibrations, the energies. And it is this is very poignant, that giving and receiving. So it's a law of attraction. Sometimes it's not a law of attraction if you're kind of surrounded by toxic people who you should get out of your life, by the way, if you can. Law of attraction, giving and receiving. So what you give out to the universe, you will receive, and there's a new vitality for you, Susan. Does that make sense? So let's have a look here. Okay, yeah. Sally, hi Yvonne. Why is he working so much overtime? Ooh. Why is he working so much overtime? Why is he working so much overtime? Sally, has he done this before, where he seems to be, has he got really excited and like hyper? Does he come across as hyper, and then he says to you, I've got a lot of overtime coming up? Does he come across, I'm getting spiritual here, does he come across as like he's got a new belt in his life, and he's like doing things very quickly, trying to get things sorted very quickly, and there's like a new vitality, and talking about vitality, and then suddenly it comes out with, oh, you know what, I'm not going to get a day off work for about 4 weeks. No, not really. Okay, let's have a look. Why is he doing so much overtime? Why is he doing so much overtime? Because that's usually a sign if they're bouncing around. Okay, I'm not really, let me pull some, I think what I'll do, why is he doing, it's not like a one card thing that, so why is he doing overtime? I'm going to use just do a mini reading for you. Why is he doing so much overtime, Sally? Why is he doing so much overtime? Sally wants to know, why is he doing so much overtime? He just feels that, I just feel that he feels that this is, you know, he's got to work hard. I think he's got a really hard-working ethic. It's something that you wasn't aware of before because he gave you, what this is, he gave you a lot of attention. I'm not sure how long you've been together, Sally, but you know, he's been giving you the attention. Now the relationship's kind of in place, kind of thing. He's now, you know, he's got the relationship secure. So now he's focusing on, you know, reverting back to the work ethic situation. Does that make sense? And he's been brought up with a very strict work ethic, like you need to work very hard to get on in life. And now he's got a purpose here to work hard, which is the relationship, and he now feels secure with your relationship. So this is where people get things wrong in relationships, because when it goes past the infatuation stage and it moves on to the next level, then you always find that the man kind of pulls away and goes back to what he did before he met you in terms of his own life, but he still wants to be in the relationship. Do you understand? And so that's what I feel this is what this is, Sally. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't feel it's anything more than that. I think I don't get that anything untowards here. I just feel that he wants to. He's very hardworking, and that's all he's doing. So it's just, you've just settled into a long-term relationship. So yeah, so that's what I'm picking up here. 10 years is long enough, isn't it? So there you go. So let's have a look at the next one. Amanda Williamson. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Chrissy. Amanda Williamson. Is the man I'm involved with a charming narcissist or a lively what? Mab. I don't know what a mab is. I don't know if somebody can explain. Maybe I don't know what the mab is. Is he a charming narcissist or a genuine lovely man? Okay. Yeah, it's difficult to now the way to filter this is let him do the talking, okay. And yeah, how to filter somebody like that, it's difficult, isn't it? I think the only way is to observe, unless he's really good, is to observe. Is he, let's have a look here. Is let him do the talking, because narcissists let you do the talking so they can draw from you narcissistic supply. So if if you let him do the talking, he'll feel uncomfortable about that because he wants to draw it from you. You know, he wants to draw your reactions and attention. So I think if you flip that and say, well, let's talk about yourself. You talk about yourself. What made you, and let him do the talking. If he feels comfortable about talking about his authentic self, then you've got just a normal, charming guy, you know. Because the thing is with narcissists, they don't have identities, and that's why a narcissist is with you, so they can take away your identity. So yeah, if you get this guy to talk and say tell me about yourself, tell me about, you know, kind of upbringing you had, you know, where do you come from, what makes you who you are, you know, what makes you, you know, tick. And if he says, well, what do you mean, what makes me tick? Say, well, what do you find, what passions have you got in life? You know, and you'll get your answers through that, because this guy will say, I've no idea what you're talking about. If he's a narcissist, he'll just say, I've no idea what you're talking about, just had an average upbringing, nothing really spectacular. He'll just come across as quite dull when he's talking about himself. Unless he's pretending to be somebody else, of course. You'll see the red flags. You will see the red flags. And I would look for those red flags and let him, you know, you've only just met him, so let him do all the talking and filter, okay? And also watch that wandering eye for attention whoring. That's another sign, okay? If he's really over the top with this charming love bombing, like he wants to sweep you off your feet the first week and it's just really overbearing, then that's also a red flag, because a normal guy would just take their time. And if you ask a normal guy about, you know, their upbringing, they'll tell you about it. Say, oh yeah, my father, you know, worked in a steel works and a steel factory, and my mother was a home, you know, she was the housewife. She stayed at home and looked after us. And you know, you can ask about, oh, you know, did you have lovely Christmases and how, you know, that kind of thing. And if they say, yeah, we had magical Christmases, and you know, and what hobbies did you share with your father? And they're going to say, well, you know, if they're narcissists, they're going to turn around and say things like, and they'll slip and they said, I didn't have a relationship with my father. I didn't really have a great upbringing. I didn't really have a relationship with my mother, and I'd rather not talk about my childhood if you don't mind. So you know, things like that. Where did you go on holiday? And if you say, well, we never used to afford much holidays, we never had holidays, you know, things like that. You know, look out for that kind of, you know, I'm not saying you can't feel sorry for people like that, but you have to filter people and, you know, and get to know. And if they've just got this attention, you know, wanting to validate themselves because they didn't get validated as children, then, you know, you've got your answer there. That's what I think. Do I think he's a charming? Let me pull out. I'd rather you find out yourself, actually, because you make that decision, you know. Is he a narcissist, or is he a charming covert narcissist, or is he genuinely lovely? Is he genuinely lovely or a covert narcissist? Yeah, I think you've got to be this card here, and I'm not saying you should give him up or anything like that. I'm not even telling you what the card is. Just filter this person, okay? Anybody that love bombs right off the bat there. A normal guy doesn't, you know. A normal guy, you know what normal guys are like. You know, they're not desperate for love. They're not desperate for that attention, not desperate for that validation. So they're willing just to be laid back about it. And take their time, you know, and not so like charming with it, you know. Why should they be? They may be a gentleman and open doors for you and things like that, which is nice. But then there will, you know, if it's normal guy, they'll not go over the top, you know, to prove a point. So I would filter that man, actually. Okay, so let's have a look here. I'll just go back a bit here. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. So just feel so honoured that you've joined us here. Okay, so that was Amanda, wasn't it? So, yeah, I would just take it slowly, okay, and filter that person. And go with your intuition. Go with your gut feeling as well. Yep. Okay, let's have a look. Geraldine Morris. Hello, Geraldine. Hi, Yvonne. Nice to see your lovely face. Thank you very much. I have a question, please. Okay, my ex of 16 years and I are trying to get back together. Oh, wow. After being apart for 4 years, I wanted to ask, is there any infidelity going on? Well, if you wasn't together, it's not classed as infidelity, is it? Really. You're trying to get back together. Well, if he's honestly trying to get back together with you, then, you know, after you've got a 16-year history and you've been 4 years apart, if he's not learned that, you know, if I cheat on her now, she'll never want to know me, you know, unless he's one of them people that leopards never change their spots. So, well, that would be very unfair if he did that. But then again, you don't know who you're dealing with. I mean, if you've been with him 16 years, if he was abusive, if he was mentally abusive, and I'm going on about this, but again, it's all filtering, isn't it? If he used to be mentally abusive, why did you break it in the first place? Because somebody like that's not going to change, okay? And this is what I'm getting from spirit. Somebody's not going to change. And think about their behaviour before, because, you know, you broke up for a reason, and not necessarily saying that, you know, it's not going to work again, but how did he treat you? Why did you leave the relationship in the first place? You know, so is there infidelity going on here? Did he cheat on you? Did he cheat on you? You know, 4 years ago? Because you're not going to be able to trust that guy for a long time. Is there infidelity? Yeah, I get the child card here, and this is just the starting, new beginnings in this relationship. I think you've got to treat it like a new relationship. If you're willing to give this guy a second chance, and, you know, and see how it goes, but I would take it slowly, because I do feel that sometimes second chances, they don't work out because the same old problems exist, and unless you uncover these secrets here of why this actually failed before, and let's explore this. You know, if he was a cheat before and you still got these trust issues, you need to explore these secrets. Why he did this? Is he likely to do it again because you know you got broken hearted? What were the reasons you broke up? Because not many relationships survive second time around, especially after cheating. Difficult, and some do, you know. So what I've got here is you need to sit down and talk about your secrets here. And if this man was secretive before and there was infidelity, again, it's your choice. But if this person, if you can't trust them, then you've got to really think twice about this, you know. So let's have a look. Oh. So yeah, so that's what I've got. Message for you. There, okay. Mark is saying, don't allow yourself to get dragged back. Your energy could be low. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, Mark. If I've not answered your question, would you like to ask me the question again? Because it kind of goes round and round, and I can't see it. So I'm just going what comes up really. So Leo and Capricorn, ever getting back together, Mark? Mark is a Leo. Are you ever going to get back together? Mark is a Leo. Are you ever going to get back together? Are you ever going to get back together? Again, it's about trust. Same situation, really. It depends what you broke up with in the first place. If it's likely to repeat itself, I think you've got to stop this cycle. Mark, so are you going to get back together? There's still a little bit of a spark there, isn't there, Mark? With you and this Capricorn, there's still a little bit of a spark, a romantic feeling here. I think you would be willing to give it another go, but I do feel that I am going to get back together. I actually see a new love for you. I think there were problems in that previous relationship to do with finances. With that past relationship, I just feel that you do still have feelings for them, but you did have your issues, Mark. So stay optimistic. Yeah, I think you had issues. I don't think he treated you that well, and I think you would be willing to give it a chance. Again, it's up to you, but there is a new love too. There's a new love coming in. So, okay, will this relationship, will they get back together? Will they get back together? Yeah. Will they get back together? I think there's a possibility that there will be an offer to get back together, but by then you'll be involved with a new person. Does that make sense? But then it's going to be up to you what you do. Yeah, there is a seduction here. Yeah, I feel this person, when something new comes on the scene, I do feel this old person here, this Capricorn, will come back, because I don't feel he will like the idea that you're actually walking into the sunset with somebody new. But is that the only reason he's going to come back? And I think you've got to filter that and you make that choice at the end of the day. I think you will have an opportunity, but by the time he comes back, I think he'll be seeing somebody else. That's what I've got here. Okay. So hello everybody, lovely to see you, and So if you want to ask a question again, if I've missed you, I'm so sorry, it's nothing personal. Please ask me again, okay? So in terms of what is your life path, that would have to be an in-depth reading, you know. So if you would like your own personal reading, just give me an email. My email is sixsensetarot@gmail.com. I will kind of put something on this afterwards, not now, afterwards, where okay, let's have a look. Ooh, I've got so many questions here. Yeah, in terms of life paths, I don't think I'll be able to do that in a short question. Oh, it's lovely to see you as well, Queenie Dean. It's lovely. Okay, I love doing this for you guys. I'm trying to pick out a. Okay, Reva, let's go for Reva. So I say if you want your own personal reading, please contact me, okay? Let's go for Reva. Where's Reva? Okay, there you are. I left the man I was with. Can you please tell me what he was keeping from me? I had to leave. He was starting to be disrespectful. Hang on, what's the question there? I left the man I was with. Can you please tell me what he was keeping from me? Oh, he was just a narcissist. He was just a bully. You know, and I just get he was a bully if he was disrespecting you, he's putting you in your place, you know, and he just sees women as objects, misogynists, you know. So what was he keeping from you? That he wasn't a very nice man. That's what he was keeping from you, okay? And it'd be very, very lucky to keep a woman in his life being like that. Yeah, it just it's a template. It was passed down from his father to him, the way to treat women, you know, and he's not going to. The unfortunate thing is that man is not going to be able to have relationships because of this behaviour. Okay, the thing that was hidden from you was that he's just so he doesn't respect women. Full stop. You know, full stop. That's the reason it's what was hidden, and that he was brought up in that manner. Okay, he had a father that did not respect women, that treated them like they were the underdog, you know, kind of thing, and would treat them like a dog as well. So I've got nothing against guys. I mean, this is for guys and women and men on here, but I mean, women can be narcissists as well, you know, and I do pick up on this, and I use my you know, my intuitive skills as well to tune in here, as well as you know, as well as broaching that subject of narcissism, because it is very prevalent at the moment. It's just, you know, what is it now? 60% of the population that kind of taking over. So not very nice people. So let's have a look. Queen Dean, hi Yvonne, could you tell me my life path? I'm feeling confused and stuck. If you want a life path, I would suggest you come and have personal reading with me, which I can do an in-depth reading about your life path. Okay, I can't do that in one question. So, oh, Julie, well, Julie Jones. Well, my Gemini ex contacted me after he treated me not so well. And called me names, and I agreed to not carry on with our relationship because of his controlling nature. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't know what that question is, but that's, you know, nobody should be controlled like that. I think that's a big red flag. Why should you be controlled like that? You know, you're a human being. You know, you was brought onto this planet, on planet Earth, to enjoy the beauties of this planet, and to explore and to love and to extend and have children, and not to be controlled by some controlling bully. You know, so let's have a look. Does my ex still love me? Hello, curious creature. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much. And hello, Diana. Hello, everybody. Just love to see all of you here. So, what forget that? Does my ex still love me? Does my ex still love me? Now I've got such a lot of cards here to choose from. So, does your ex still love you? I'm using this deck here. Does your ex still love you? Yeah, I think he does. He does, but he doesn't know how to love. Does that make sense? He does not know. He loves you, but he does not know how to love. He does not know how to be in a relationship, or you'd still be together. So, does he still love you? Does he still love you? I think he's looking at his own kind of future at this present time. I think he does think about you, but in all honesty, yeah, he's selfish. I get some. Is you know, a lot of. I just think it's not these guys' fault. A lot of boys get brought up with a very strict nature. You know, they have a father and a mother who thinks it's you know a weakness to be you know to be sensitive and to show love and affection and to be needy. So when that little boy is like 3 years old and they're showing that they want their attention from their mother and they're needy from their father, you know, they get told off, you know, get kind of disciplined for being too needy. So how do you know being brought up like that? How do they know how to have relationships? You know, it's the parents' fault, and I hope that's changed now. I hope parents bring up. I think they do because I think boys, you know, the younger generation are a bit more open. You know, because they've been brought up to express their emotion, because it's to live their life within the fullest. You know, of their emotions. But back in the day, you know, boys were reprimanded for being needy. So how does that bode well for relationships, you know, and being nurturing towards your own children? You know, it's difficult. So does he love you? I think in his own way, but he knows that, you know, he's focused on what he's doing at the moment. Does that make sense? So let's have a look. Hello, everybody. Hello, Skirts. Hello, Manny. And quiet yet loud. Wow, love how we can take for ourselves from the readings of others. Oh, that's great. I'm glad that, yeah, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Yeah, it is. It's all very cathartic, isn't it? It's all cathartic and helping each other. I mean, that's the whole point of this channel. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay, so if anybody does want a reading, just give me an email, you know, sixsensetarot@gmail.com. And another thing, something with a deep subject like cults and things like that would have to be, you know, personal reading, really. Okay, why did my brother-in-law have an issue with me? Oh, that's quite deep, Queen Adine. Why did your brother-in-law have an issue with you? Because he doesn't like his brother. This that goes back a long way. I feel that's because he's there's like a sibling rivalry, and this later on is kind of passed on to the sister-in-law. They kind of show resentment towards the brother's wife and acting up towards the brother's wife, but it's nothing to do with your partner. It's to do with the relationship between your partner and this brother-in-law. Resentment, jealousy. They don't want trying to rock the boat here between you and cause a row, cause disharmony between you and your husband or your partner. Why? Because they're not happy, so they don't want you to be happy, or his brother to be happy. It's all very much like a sibling rivalry thing, and it goes way deep. It's like when the brother gets a better toy than what they do, and it's like there's like a deep resentment, oh, you're loved better than me because you've got better, that kind of thing. It's a little bit toxic. So that's what I'm picking up here. Okay, that's what I'm picking up there. So I don't think it's anything to do with you. I don't think it's got anything to do with you, Queenie Dean. Okay, I would just take it as a compliment that he feels that your relationship is much happier than his, and that's why he's got this like little snide kind of comment towards you or issue. Okay. Okay. He has a girlfriend. Oh. Will I overcome medical school? I'm always overthinking. What can I say about medical school? I've been there myself. When you study medicine, it makes you overthink, and it drives you crazy. It does. It's just such a broad subject, and they get you studying all sorts of broad subjects that you could never take in, and you've got to try and pinpoint. Yeah, it's very difficult. Nobody kind of realises how difficult medical studies are, medical school. I was like that. I explored much more than I should have done. I made the course a lot more difficult than it was. But I wanted to know the ins and outs of everything. And I had these mentors as well that were pushing me to go to like, a PhD level when I didn't need to be. And I do resent that in a way, because I didn't need to be pushed to that level. But I had this mentor who thought that I had the potential, and yes, you will get through. Okay, you will get through medical school, but there's no easy way for me to say you're overthinking. Just take some deep breaths, realize that it's a huge subject. It's a huge, massive subject, and you have a lot of subjects to cover too. So take it step by step, and study what you need to study for that time frame, if that makes sense. Get through that, and then go to the next step. And only learn what you need to learn. Don't get all these books out of the library. You've got piles of books and wading through them. Just get what you need to learn for what you're going through at that kind of stage in your studies. Does that make sense? I hope so. But I know how that feels. Yeah, step by step. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay, if anybody wants to go deeper with anything, please give me an email, as I said, and we can go into having a private reading, because I've got, one or two of you wanting more information there. I can only be fair and answer one question at a time. So the next one, cheese cubed. Will the Aries man I am in love with ever commit to me? He has been coming in and out of my life 2 years now, so I'm confused. Oof. If he's not if he's just keeping it casual after 2 years, I would see that as a big red flag. 2 years is not like the first stages of a relationship. I'd ask him straight. I'd get your man pants on, cheese cube. I'd get your man pants on and say, it's been 2 years and it's like it's still casual. What is it that you want? Because unless you've not really stated what you want in the relationship, and you've kind of made it look as if you're cool with it, you're cool with just hanging out for like 2 years. So I think you need to talk to him. I think on and off is not good, unless he thinks it's cool that you're cool with that. And you just have to tell him you're not cool with it, okay? You're not cool with it. You're not cool with him coming out in and out of your life like that, on and off, hanging out. So I would say, spiritually here, I would say that you need to get your man pants on, cheese cube, and say to him, what is this? What is this? Because it's 2 years on and off, and this is not really what I want in my life. I want something a bit more kind of consistent. And get your man pants on. And if he's not man enough to if he's not man enough to take it to the next level after you've put your man pants on and said your thing, this guy, it's just, I feel that it's very much pushing the boundaries here with you. It's taking you for granted in a way, but you're enabling him to do that. So you just need to just shock him one day and say, what is this? What is this about? Because 2 years, and it's like coming and going, and there's no way that I just want F buddy or friends with benefits. Why did you ever think that? Where is this going? I always wanted a consistent relationship, and I care about you, and it's hurting me, this, and I need to know where this is going, or otherwise you're going to have to move on, cheese cube, because if you're not happy with a on and off relationship, and he is, you're going to have to move on and find somebody who is and who does want a committed relationship. I would have firm words with him, and if he's shocked by it and he acts like a little boy and says, what the hell are you talking about? So, you can carry on like that, but not with me. No, not with me. You can carry on like that with somebody else, but not with me. I've got substance, and I've got I've got a lot of value for myself, and I don't want this, So I would actually speak to him firmly about that. So hello Bridget K. Hi Yvonne. I will find a romantic partner this year. Will I find a romantic partner this year? Will I find a romantic partner this year? I'm going to pull out, I'm going to use the Heart Oracle. Will you find a romantic partner this year. Stop controlling. Bridget K. Oof. Stop controlling. Why are you trying to control this? Stop trying to control this and go with your heart's flow here. Go with your heart's flow. Now that's very spiritual. Go with your authenticity. What's an all kind of situation. Just be there. Just be present. Just be in the moment and go with your flow and, you know, give out to the universe what you want to come in and be open to love and meeting that very special connection. And I feel that person will come along. But why have you got the control card here? You can't control this. No. And even if you try to control it, I do feel the guys will sense this and they don't like to feel like, you know, guys like to see a girl sitting there looking healthy, looking gorgeous and healthy, and they like to see you in your own world of going with the flow and, you know, still kind of having the intention and open heart to talk to people openly and show that you're caring and open and you've got that open heart. And that's when you attract the right man into your life, or the abundance of men into your life. Does that make sense? Not trying to force the issue. So whatever authentic self you are, just be that authentic self. I don't mean sitting around in your pajamas and going to the supermarket in your pajamas. No, I mean making sure you look very healthy and looking attractive, but also having that really lovely spirit around you. You know, like you're carrying this nice spirit around with you, open, honest, curious, and just being in that moment. That's when you attract somebody. That's when somebody's attracted to you, not when you force the issue, okay, if that makes sense. And then you will meet someone. Okay, Bridget. Sorry about that. Okay, Michelle, designer. Oh, okay. Well, my husband was killed on his job. Okay, I didn't answer a question to you, Michelle. I don't know what was that. Okay, okay. So I don't know what that was because I didn't answer your question there. Can I contact your grandfather? I can try. See if you've got a message. What message? Do you want a message from him, Bea? What was this? I get like Bea, I get like a pain, like a pain here in the pain in the neck. With your grandfather, like a pain here. I don't know why he's telling me about this pain here. Anyway, let me see if I can pull out a card for you, Bea. Did he do something to his neck? It may be wrong. I don't know. There's something wrong with his neck. He remembers having a pain here. Whether he had a needle in his ear or some kind of needle in his neck or something, he remembers it being quite painful. Yeah, he says it's pain right down here. Or maybe it was a stroke. Or maybe it was a stroke. Okay, I hope, okay, so what is the message here? Yeah, he said it was quite sudden and he couldn't speak. There was something about he couldn't speak. And he refused to see that there was a problem. Because that's what men do, He kind of refused to see that there was a problem, and he trying to blank it out of his head that this was. I guess when somebody's had a stroke and they can't speak and all they can do is look around and see things, that it's very much, you feel like you're in a box and everything's not real. So I guess that is trying to say that, kind of refused to see that, maybe he was trying to say he was refusing to see. That must be so difficult. If you'd had a stroke and you can't speak and you can see the people around you. And maybe he's saying sorry because he refused to see you. Or something like that. He's saying sorry anyway. I've got sorries. Sorry that he refused to see you. Okay. And that's the message I've got there for your grandfather. Yeah. So I don't know what that means. Maybe you know what that means. Maybe you can tell us what that means. I don't know. Ooh. Okay. And yeah, you need to stand up for yourself, Cheese Cube. You need to get your man pants on. Don't let people just come and go like that. What the hell? What's going on? Will you find a new job in your field, old soul? Hello, old soul. Nice to see you again. What happened there? I think you was depressed. Why did you lose that job? Was you depressed or something? Um, will you get a new job in? Will you get a job in? Will you get a job in your field? Will you find a new job in your field? Old soul, I get it's something to do with going through some kind of depression, that you kind of lost this job, or anyway, will you get a new job in this field? Will you get a new job in the same field? Old soul, old soul. Will you get a new job in this field? Ooh, got these two cards again. You came across as quite controlling, old soul. Instead of just, again, it's that lesson of forcing the issue when you should go with the flow, with your heart's flow. What is that about? Why are people doing that? Will you get a new job? Will you get a new job? Will you get a new job in the same field? Yes, I think so. I think you can manifest this, okay. I think you can manifest this, but you need to stop controlling the issue. Just, again, it's that you need to just be, be in that moment. When you go for an interview, just be yourself, have that open heart nature. Stop kind of, you take, I've got the knowledge that I can give to you, that I can service your company, and what I can give to your company, instead of saying, you should take me on because, and I don't think anybody would do that, but sometimes you give out vibes of control, and you need to stop doing that. And it's like, just sitting there very comfortably saying, you know, very honest, humble, yes, I've got these skills that I can offer to this company. I've worked in this field for so many years, being open-hearted about it and being comfortable in your position and within your flow. Okay. And yes, you could manifest this. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look here. I just want to look down here, see what Bia's got to say. Oh, unless she's not answered there. I can't get down there. We're bad people there. I just wondered if that was right. I was just interested if that was right about your grandfather, Bia. Or maybe you've gone now. Okay. Yeah, I think although you don't feel that you're like that, I feel that it comes across that you're just trying to just force the issue um, when you should just not be laid back, but just be present in your energy, in your authentic self, and just say, I've got this to offer to you in a very kind of humble kind of way. And I think you can manifest this, okay? Okay, famous little warrior. Is there any romantic interest for me within the next 1 to 3 months? I don't know what's happened to Bia. I did answer a question about her grandfather. I'd have liked to have, known about that. Is there any romantic interest for me within the next 1 to 3 months? Let's have a look. And that's famous little warrior. Okay, famous little warrior. Is there any love interest for you in the next 1 to 3 months? You've been cheated on, I feel, in the past. Is there a love interest? Is there a love interest? Let's have it. So let's get over that. Somebody hurting you in the past. Stay optimistic. Again, going with your flow. There was somebody that you really cared about that let you down here. I think you may have even been engaged to this person, famous little warrior. You thought this was the one, but I don't feel I think they may come back. Somebody was controlling. I think there's somebody from the past wants to come back here and very soon. I think somebody who you may have even been engaged to, but certainly wanted marriage with you. So I think this person will come back. But then again, if they come back, again, you need to put your foot down, okay? Like I said with the other person, put your man pants on and say, look, if you want to come back, I'm not messing about like last time, okay? Or if you let me down again, or this stupid behavior goes on, then it's over. I give you one more chance, and if you mess me around, then it's over. So you need to get your man pants on here. And because I do see somebody who's either engagement or they want to take it to the next level quite quickly, I feel. Okay. So that's your answer there. Okay, well, Bia didn't come back, so I didn't hear about her grandfather. I had a really important message there for her. But anyway, okay. Cool, thanks. Oh, bless you. You're welcome. Okay, let's go for one cards now. Okay, Michelle Donaldson, hello. Any card, please. If you want your own personal reading, just to remind you, please give me an email. I will. I've got I will have an information thing that you can just press on, and it will take you to my email address. But also my email address is sixsensetarot@gmail.com if you want your own personal reading. Okay, so let's have a look. What was I saying here? Pull out a card. Yeah, Michelle Donaldson. I'll pull out a card. I think I'm going to go for this deck here. Pull out a card. Let's go for this. Yeah, let's go for this. Pull out a card for Michelle Donaldson. Pull out a card for Michelle. Michelle Donaldson, your name seems to conjure up somebody who's got a very high-flying job. I'm not sure if that's true, but let me know if that is true, that I'm picking up right there. Michelle Donaldson. Michelle Donaldson. Pick out a card for Michelle Donaldson. Okay, well, I've got a fire sign here for you. So are you a fire sign? And I've got here that you want to go in a new direction. And the power of your calling here, of your vocation. So you're looking at going into a new direction and making a decision. Yeah, taking a new direction. I've got a rebirth card here. Michelle, okay. And a rebirth card and taking a new direction. And free yourself from burdens here. I do see a man, the King of Cups here. For you, maybe this is the new direction, but you've also, I get you as like wanting to get to, a high-flying kind of a job here, Michelle, because I do get that, because I've got you very confident here and bold and productive. So let me know if that's true. So you want to take a new direction. And maybe that road there is the new direction. But there is the King of Cups here. If you want to take that further into a deeper reading, I'm here for any personal readings. Information button up there somewhere for my email address. Okay, so yeah. Oh gosh, I'm worn out already. It's exhausting doing this, but I love doing it, and I could do this all night, but I do get really tired, so if I don't stay long enough, I'm really sorry, and I try to get all of your questions answered, I really do, and I'm sorry if I don't get to you, but I do get quite exhausted quite easily doing this. So let's have a look. Hello, hello, Kirsten, how are you? Let's have a look. Okay, Kirsten, if you get to me, I'd like to know if I'm going to be happy with my move to Boulder. Where is that? Where's Boulder? Boulder County? It must be in the USA, that. Okay. If you're going to be happy in Boulder County, let's have a look with your move. Are you going to be happy? It's different, isn't it? It's different kind of area. Quieter, I think. I'm getting quieter. Are you going to be, is Kirsten going to be happier in Boulder County? I get quieter area. Quieter districts. It's going to seem a little bit isolating at first, but I feel once you get settled in and you start to say hello to the shop person and hello to the local people around. It's just quieter than what you normally. I think you're going to start to feel settled. It's just going to be a little bit different at first. And I think you've got to take the lead too. I mean, you're the new person in the area, in the community. So get yourself kind of getting involved with things in the community. I get it's a small community. I have no idea where this Boulder County is. I don't know where it is, what it is. But I get if you take the lead in getting to know people and making yourself look quite sociable, and you're going to have like, I've moved to the area, I'd like to have this like I don't know, housewarming party or something like that. I think if you've got this positive frame of mind, that not a negative frame of mind, and you go to this place, this Boulder County, and you've got an open heart, and you take the lead. I'll take the lead to talk to that person. I will take the lead to talk to that person, even in the workplace. Yeah, I'm going to take the lead to talk to that person. I'm going to walk right over there. I'm going to talk to that person. Then I feel that I do feel that you have to be positive, and you have to make you have to make it work. And I think, yes, you will be. It's just going to be a bit strange because it's a bit quieter place. Does that make sense? But I think it's going to suit you. I think you'll like it. Oh, it's in Colorado. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think you're going to like it, actually. I think you will eventually. Okay, deep thinker. Hello, deep thinker. My niece has been missing 7 months. Just curious if you're able to read those kinds of readings. Ooh, that's like a psychic investigator, isn't it? I wouldn't. I may pick things up, but I wouldn't want to mislead anybody by pretending that I'm going to be a psychic detective. I'm not a psychic detective. And with the little bits of information, I cannot be I'm not fully competent, I don't feel, to be able to guide you on that. Yeah. So I'm sorry about that, deep think. I could possibly just get some information, but I wouldn't like to, hello, Sharon. Sharon Hurlick. Can you pull out a card for my situation with my children's father? Tony. That's an in-depth reading too. So that's just not one card situation. I think you know that. I think Sharon, there's a lot going on there, and there's no way that I can just pull that out with one card. Okay. So many blessings to you, everybody, and Kirsten. What's that? This is very different from me because I'm from Alabama. Colorado is in the Midwest, and I am from deep South. Big cultural difference, yeah. And I think that's why you've got to, and a bit quieter, I feel. So I think you've just got to take the lead there, and put yourself out there. That kind of thing. Not expecting it to come to you. Okay, guys. Good night. Yeah, I'm getting tired too. So I'm going to call it a night now, guys, because people are seeming to go here. Like I said, if you want your own personal reading, and I didn't get to you, so sorry, but I'm here. This little information thing, just press it, okay? Or you can go straight to sixsensetarot@gmail.com, and you know, I'll send the information for you for personal reading. And thank you so much for being here again, and love all of you. Thank you so much for being here, and love all of you, and you know, love your support. And I'm wishing you the best day tomorrow. No hiccups, really smooth day. Although it's winter and we're kind of hunkering down with the cold weather, I just want it to be, you know, very smooth going with the flow. Okay. So sending you lots of love, lots of protection. And good night and sweet dreams, and have lovely dreams too. Lovely positive dreams. Okay. You take care. Okay, everybody. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.